Oh, God, sizes. I think it's Saturday night. It's
Saturday night.
It is Saturday night. Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Eli's here.
Hey, Eli.
10 minutes till Charlie o'clock.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, Eli. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, anyway. I hope you've been having a great time. Hello, Brother Doug, Sister-in-law Shar. Good evening. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. I'm excited about tonight. It should be a tasty meal. I've got a couple of things that I forgot to kind of get ready, but it's okay. It's just minor stuff that I can pull out, so no big deal there.
Janice is here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, Janice, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Or happy Thanksgiving weekend for sure. I hope it's been a good one for you. It was quiet for Mrs. Old Guy and I. I mean, a lot different than it was years ago when we had all the kids at home and we had other immediate family right there, and it could be a house full.
John's here.
John, hello. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, even though I think you're in Canada. And it's not Canadian Thanksgiving. But,
Natalie's here. Good evening and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Natalie. Thanks for coming in. Happy everybody is here. So tonight, chicken stuffed shells. Something a little bit different. So I was giving this some thought. I didn't want to do, I don't know, the ordinary, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the chicken, and the chicken tonight is just some chicken tenders, breast meat chicken tenders. I'm going to make lemon pepper chicken. I'll cook it up in my pan here, dice it, and I will mix in a little bit of freshly grated parm, and I'm going to make a chicken slash lemon stock or sauce to mix in with the chicken and the parm. I'll stuff that into the shells. I'm going to barrette the shells and deep fry them and serve them with a freshly made Alfredo sauce. So I think it should be pretty tasty. And tonight's dessert, chocolate fudge was voted in. So I'm going to make chocolate fudge, but I'm also going to make, I think I'll have the time, a banana fudge. I've never heard of a banana fudge, and I like banana candy, so I'm going to try it.
Several people popped in.
Okay.
Smoked Out 420.
Hey, bud.
My brother.
Hey, Jamie.
Mayhem and Miracles.
Good evening, folks. Welcome.
Okay.
Old Guy's Kitchen.
That's it.
Okay. Thanks
Smoked Out says he's excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. It should be really good. So I guess before I go too much more, I'm just going to get the chicken going with this lemon juice and some pepper. So, and I'm just going to squeeze it right on in.
Eli says he wants Hawaiian pizza with Hatch chilies.
Hey, bud, that was a good
It
pizza.
was. That's excellent pizza.
It is. It really is. Yeah, and you know, the guy's doing it really the smart way. He's running the place family, you know. He doesn't want brick and mortar because he doesn't want that overhead.
Yep.
And he does a great little business. You know, I'm sure he goes to other locations other than in our town those 2 days a week. So.
Mayhem and Miracles says fudge, yum.
Oh, yeah. It should be yummy. I'll get that rocking in just a sec. I just want to have this chicken going.
John says, Tom, I will be in Colorado next month going to Silverton to investigate a haunted mansion.
Sweet.
Cool.
Well, you've got my email, oldguyincolorado@gmail. when that time comes, if you want to pass us some information as to like where you're staying and so forth, we'll come up and meet you. Absolutely. Okay, let me get some pepper in here now. Some black pepper, of course, and I'm also going to put in some white pepper.
Eli says it would be really cool if he would let you film a video of him making the pizza. Sorry about that.
Oh, he might. You know, he might. I'll ask him if he wants to be on camera and not, you know, maybe catch him at a time when he's not super busy, because he can get pretty busy there and lots of folks coming up to order and whatnot, and it's just the one window there to watch him from, so. But it's not a bad idea. Okay. Let me make sure this.
John said that he'll definitely do that.
All right, chicken is doing what it needs to do. I'm gonna just set it over here. Let's get some candy rocking. All right. So first one, regular fudge. Yeah. I was gonna put some nuts in it. I might throw in some peanuts. I'm not real. I like my fudge really without nuts, but I might put some in. Okay, so I think this said like 2 cups of chips.
Smoked Out 420 says, I'm hurrying to find my pen to copy down the recipe.
Ah. Hey, what do you know? 2 cups is like a bag, so just dump that in. Can of like sweetened condensed milk. This is super easy fudge right here. I've had some pretty soupy fudge. I remember very many years ago when Mrs. Old Guy and I were just kind of dating. She made some fudge that did not set up at all. It was pretty soupy. And at that time I was snacking on a can of Vienna sausages, so I started dipping it into the fudge.
Yep, that was funny.
At the time it wasn't horrible.
John says, Tom, you and Mrs. Old Guy are welcome to join me in the investigation if you want to.
Well, that'd be fun.
And Eli says, I tried to make dessert once, but I fudged it up.
Aha! Oh man! Well, I hope everybody's having a good holiday weekend and had a great Thanksgiving. It was good here. Mrs. Old Guy and I, our youngest son, came up and spent a couple days with us, which was nice. And our friend Junior that lives here in town came over, grilled up some New York steaks, and you know, it was a quiet day, just watching this and that.
We watched a movie, we watched football, blah, blah.
Yep. So, yeah, it was a good day, a quiet day, a lot different than in years past, but you know, things change, right? All right. Start mixing this up. Chocolate's already starting to melt. That's a good thing. The instructions said to melt this in a microwave. You know, I'll use microwaves for a lot of things, but if I can do it otherwise, you know, I try to.
John's having brisket, potato salad, and pinto beans for dinner.
Nice. How about the rest of y'all, including you, Brother Doug?
Natalie says, why did the poor man sell yeast?
Why did the poor man sell yeast?
Yep,
Wow, okay.
to make some dough.
To make some dough, make some bread,
The
yeah.
Dad Cave's here. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Dad Cave, Jared, man, happy holiday weekend, man. Welcome, welcome. I'm making some fudge real quick. And it's not going to take much longer for this to be ready. So, little coconut spray if you're interested.
That fell on the floor again.
Okay, I'll pick it up. All right.
Jamie told me, yes, sis, do the paranormal. It's fun. We might do it, Jamie.
Yep.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah. If John comes up and lets us know everything, well, we're trading off here. Well, we'll be happy to join in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is going pretty quickly. That's a good.
Dad Cave loves fudge.
Oh, this is gonna be nice. The chocolate and the banana fudge is a bit of a experiment. I looked around and I really didn't see banana fudge, so we'll see how well the idea works. I think it should be just fine. If you can make other fudges, you know, like vanilla fudge, you can make banana, so it shouldn't be a problem. Speaking of vanilla, it's almost time to add that to this. Woohoo! I'm just going to use the cap. This is a tad over a teaspoon.
Eli says, no, you just need some chopped up Vienna sausages in there.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Miguel's here.
Miguel, good evening, man. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Chocolate fudge will be, yeah, it's going to be getting dumped in here pretty quick. Almost,
John says, I will definitely be in Silverton, Colorado, December 10th.
Yeah, well, like I said, all you got to do is just
Let
hit
us
me
know.
up with an email and let me know exactly where you're staying and whatnot. We'll figure out all the details. All right. I think I'm okay with that. I don't know how thick of a piece of fudge I'm going to end up with here, but should be all right. I'll get these made and we'll stick them outside where it's really cold, and I'm hoping that by the time dessert rolls around, it'll be set up enough to
Dad Cave says, Vienna sausage in fudge. Did I miss something?
well, I was telling folks about when Mrs. Old Guy and I were first going together. She made some fudge that didn't set up, and I was eating Vienna sausages, so I started dipping him into this loose fudge. And
It was funny.
speaking of Vienna sausages, I've committed for my 1000th sub video. I'm going to make. First of all, I need to say that I absolutely hate raw oysters. But for my 1000th sub video, I'm going to eat raw oysters with Vienna sausages, the chocolate syrup, and some blue cheese dressing. So that should be pretty revolting. And I'm hoping to do it out in sunny Cal when that time comes, so that at least I can get the oysters fresh. Reasonably fresh, anyway. We're in Colorado. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – –– –
smoked out says the fudge sounds so delicious.
It's looking good. All right. Well, it tastes a lot like fudge.
Eli says top the oyster with some whoop ass.
Oh no.
That about did him in.
The trick is for me to actually eat it. I'm gonna have a hard enough time as it is without putting hot sauce on there. All right, I'll show you guys this. There's that chocolate fudge. This little guy will carry it outside. Now real quick, I'm going to get started with the nanner. The nanner fudge won't take too long either, I don't believe. And then I'll get started on dinner. I don't think it's going to be terribly difficult tonight. Just something a little bit different, a new twist on things. Alright. I'm just going to use the bag. Really, I'm starting to get excited for the holiday upcoming. The last few years, I've been involved with the, I guess, a lot of the gatherings that the community has here, including the Christmas party. So, and that's coming up, so we've started the planning for that, and I'm really excited. It's always fun to plan the party for the community, and today I called one of the guys that have been coming over to play music at our little gatherings, and to see if he was available to maybe come up on that weekend. And not only is he available, he's going to bring a couple of his friends, and they're going to play for free. So
Yep.
I thought that was just awesome. So we're going to have some great entertainment and lots of food and fun. So yeah, looking forward to it.
The Dad Cave says, that sounds disgusting, Tom, but it sounds more tolerable than the one chip challenge I'm planning to do when I get 1,000.
Yeah, the one chip, it's funny. I've got the one chip challenge. I got one in my office, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do it. I've got issues with my esophagus, and that kind of hot pepper really would not be good. So I'm going to have to opt out because of medical reasons, and that's really where it's at. It's not that I don't want to; I really just physically shouldn't.
Jamie said, Beth said that she loves watching you cook.
Oh, well, awesome. Thank you.
And John said the investigation will be live on YouTube and Facebook, and Tom and Mrs. Olka, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, well, it has a lot. That's a town that's got a lot of history here in Colorado, so.
Eli says, I can't wait, my New Year's camping trip.
But if it's in Silverton, is that right? What he said,
Yep.
Silverton? Yeah. I won't be going the fast way. From our house, the quickest way would be to take Red Mountain Pass, aka the $1 Million Highway, aka the road I'm never going to drive on again, ever. That road has some serious drop-offs, sheer cliffs that go down hundreds of feet, and there's no guardrail, there's no shoulder to the road. It is the painted line and nothing at all. And you got people coming the other way with big trucks and stuff going around these corners that are taking it a bit wide. And nope. I'm not going off the cliff. Sorry. I'll take the long way around.
Where are you going camping at, Eli? He's
Eli
going camping New Year's.
Nice.
He goes, I can't wait my New Year's camping trip.
That sounds like fun. Can't say as though I've ever been camping on New Year's, but then again, I've always been in places that are freezing cold on New Year's Eve. So,
Monster Heat. Hey everyone.
hey, buddy.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. I'd wish you a happy Thanksgiving weekend, but you guys already had your Thanksgiving, so. But thanks for coming in. Absolutely. So I'm making this second batch of candy, which is the banana fudge. I'm gonna try it and see. I just got some banana flavoring, and we'll see how well it goes. If I can make vanilla fudge using vanilla, I can make banana fudge making banana. Using banana making banana. I'm making myself bananas.
Driving me bananas too.
Well, welcome to my world. Okay. Let's get some banana in there.
Maybe.
I'm just going to eyeball it. About a teaspoon and a half. Oh, the doggies barking. I make a noise that they're not familiar with, and that's the result. Polly, please stop.
Come on.
Smells like bananas. Wonder why. Give myself a little taste
Come
of
on,
this.
come this way. Here you go, Polly.
Tastes pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit more. Say I have about 2 teaspoons now.
Good evening.
Brother Doug letting me know what he had for his dinner.
Good.
All right. That's ready for me to pour.
Ooh, yum.
Spray this pan here. I don't have many pans for this kind of stuff, so I'm just using whatever I got.
Cool.
In this case, round cake pans.
Sounds good.
Don't know if I'm going to need them both, but I'll get them both ready.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, I will let him know.
Definite parchment on
You're
there.
welcome. Have a good night. Bye.
Okay, what's up with Brother Doug?
They had pot roast with
Pot-
potatoes and carrots and celery, and it was really good, and they got full.
And they what? Got full?
Got full.
Oh, well, I would hope.
Oh, and they had gravy with that.
Gravy. All right.
Eli says, I'm going desert camping in the Superstition Mountains.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a very mythical place where the lost Dutchman treasure is supposed to be buried.
Yeah, I've watched a few documentaries on that. Different guys going in and looking, with their map or whatever, their clues.
Steve Russell's here.
Steve Russell, happy Thanksgiving weekend. I'm just kind of spreading out a little bit of this banana fudge. I probably could have just put this all in one pan, but
John says, I already booked a hotel room at the Teller House Hotel.
okay. Well, John, like I said, drop me that email, and we'll make it easier to get in contact with each other. All right. Looking good. That one's just about spread out enough all on its own. Okay.
Steve told Eli, dang, I hope you find it. And he goes, you'll have to give the gold to the government, though.
Okay, there's the nanner fudge. This little guy, I'll let you take that. Here, wait, don't go away. Just lick that and taste it. Does that taste like nanner?
It does. That's good.
Awesome. All right. Okay, guys. Quick second to pick up. Well, that was the easiest fudge I've ever made. Quick and easy. That's how I like it. Woohoo! So tonight's meal suggestion came from Sean in the Pack. He may or may not pop in. I don't know. He's a busy man.
Steve says, hope all is well.
Steve, everything is going really good. Same here. I hope all is well for you. So I got some Parmesan here, and rather than trying to grate it by hand, I'm going to use this little dealy bob we found at a local yard sale. Make it a lot easier to shred this parm. Slide it this way a little bit. This is actually the first time I've used it since we've got it. Works really good.
Yeah.
And we need a fair amount to use between the sauce and the chicken stuffings.
Smoked Out says, Sean has great hot sauces. Great guy also.
Yeah, Sean's a nice guy. He really is. And he does.
His sauces are really good.
Yeah. Mrs. Old Guy and I were pretty fond of the wolf snot and the blueberry bane. Both those were kind of our favorites. All right, I've just about grated that whole thing up. Let's see.
John says you will meet the team as well, along with my dog Rupert.
What was his dog's name?
Rupert.
Rupert. Right on. Yeah, I'd like to meet Rupert. Ask him what it's like to be with you all the time. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So we got some fun planned for Christmas Eve this year, since it is on a Saturday. I will be doing my stream. I don't think there will be any cooking on the agenda, but it will be the now traditional building of the gingerbread house and some other fun stuff. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Had to make it a little bit of a bib, otherwise cheese would just fall all over the place. Save that rind. Woohoo! First stage is done. Got a half a cup of chicken broth there. I dropped in a few whole peppercorns. I'm just going to let them kind of soak for a few minutes. Then I'll make the sauce to go in the chicken after I cook it.
Eli says, I got some gator drool green hot sauce. It's pretty tasty.
Gator drool. Nice.
Lisa's here.
Hi, Lisa. Good evening. Hope you
We're
guys are
doing
having a
good.
great weekend. Holiday weekend.
Scott's here. Hey, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy. Hope you and Chad are all doing well. I got today off work, so I was able to make it. I missed last week.
Ah, Scott, welcome, man. Hey, well, I'm glad you're here. And happy Thanksgiving Day weekend. Stuffed shells, stuffed chicken shells. And for those of you that came in a little bit late, or a little bit later, not late, never late, I'm going to, I'm making a lemon pepper chicken. And I'm going to cook that up. I'll dice it. I'm going to add some freshly grated parm and a little bit of a chicken and lemon stock that I'll add into that, mix it up, make a stuffing for the shells. Get the shells stuffed. I'm going to bread the shells and deep fat fry them. And once they're served, I'm going to serve them with a freshly made Alfredo sauce. So essentially, chicken Alfredo. Lemon chicken Alfredo is essentially it.
Scott says, how were the steak sandwiches last week?
Oh, they were delicious. Steak sandwiches are always good. I did forget to get pepper, green peppers, so I had to stick with just onions and cheese. But still, they were tasty,
Yep.
very tasty.
Scott says, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great day. How are the dogs doing?
They're doing well. Polly's sitting in her chair, looking regal, and Gemily is dangerously close to the camera for my taste. Sniffing his food bowl, but he's doing well. I got an email or a message this morning from the lady that we got Chumley from, and her female just had puppies, and she showed me a picture of it basically Chumley's twin. Same exact markings. So I thought that was kind of funny, but she had 12 puppies. That's a lot of puppies. I mean, it's a lot of work with just 5. I can imagine what she, and she's got like 3 or 4 young kids too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a chore for her. And then, by the way, I gotta let y'all know. I guess I don't have puppies anymore. I've now officially got these little 4-legged furry poop machines. And yeah, they went from these like cute little puppies into these just bitey, toothy little poop machines. That's the only part that I don't like, especially right now because it's cold outside. We can't let them go out and play like the other litters of pups that Polly had was during warm weather, so they could go outside and spend quite a bit of time out there, and
Yeah.
so there wouldn't be such a mess in their room all the time. Well, we can't do that with these guys, so it's going to be a little more of a battle until we get them all homes. So
Scott says, has Chumstel taken things out on the table or around the house?
oh yeah, more than once. Knocked over, cans of soda pop, and cups of coffee, and, bowls of candy. Yep. All right, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get this chicken started. Where's my butter? Right there. Grab it. Gonna get going with stuff. I'm hungry. I don't want to wait a whole long time.
We do have a neighbor that's interested in a puppy too. They're going to come pick it out next week.
Yep. Yay, we are so happy for that. We know the people, so we know that, they just live across the street, so we know that they're going to be good people for the doggy. Okay, get them off of there. All right. Gonna warm up a little bit of butter.
Scott wants to know, what did you do for Thanksgiving?
Scott, we had, well, for if you mean for dinner, we did grilled New York strip steaks. We had cheesy onions, pearled onions, and some asparagus,
Yeah.
mashed taters. I made gravy. Made some stuffing, even though we had no bird.
Yeah.
I still made. I guess when it's not stuffed in a bird, it's dressing. So I made some dressing. And that's what we had. You know, put out some chips and bean dip for snacks. Watched some little bit of football.
Yeah.
Some other movies. You want to come up and say hi?
We had our son and a friend here.
Yep. You want to come up? You gonna come up
One
and
of
say
our
hi?
sons.
Come on. Ooh.
Lisa says, hey, happy Thanksgiving. We had a good time at my son's house. Tim, we had a crazy dad show Thanksgiving. Well, that sounds like fun, Lisa.
It does. That sounds like it was a lot of fun.
Scott says, sounds delicious.
It was. Hey, you can't beat a decent New York strip. Okay, so here are those chicken tenders.
Steve says, did you watch the Vikings-Pats game?
We did. We watched some of it. Just like we caught like the last half of the last quarter. But, okay, just add that in.
Eli says, did you know that the only person who can dribble a bowling ball is Chuck Norris? Good for him.
Good for Chuck. I don't know if you've seen this or not. I saw this meme a few days ago. It was a Chucky Norris doll. You know Chucky
Yep.
it was Chuck Norris, so it was a Chucky Norris doll. That was really good. You know.
Scott says, have you put up your Christmas tree yet?
No, our house is really too small for an actual Christmas tree. We simply just don't have room. It's only a little over 1,000 feet, 1,100 square feet. So yeah, not much wall space or empty space in the house to put a tree. Not that I would trust these guys anyway.
Yeah, they would probably have it torn up.
Yeah, leave them alone with a tree in the house. That wouldn't probably be the best of ideas.
5 puppies.
No, the puppies I wouldn't worry about, because by the time the tree would go up, the puppies will hopefully be gone. The puppy be gone. They are getting cute. We did bring them outside for just like maybe 5 minutes earlier today. It got up to about 45 or
49.
48, somewhere around in there. Just warm enough, where they would tolerate it for a little while, which they did. But they started shaking, they got cold, so we brought them in. But
Ed's here.
hey, Ed. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Happy Thanksgiving Day weekend.
Popping in to say hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Or like the Three Stooges. Hello. 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 Mm-hmm. Cooking this up. I'm not going to bother with the shells for a few minutes. So,
Okay.
although I probably should get the water getting hot. I'll do that, and I'll make it seawater. Okay? Okay?
Okay. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, Ed?
I hope you did. All right. That chicken's looking pretty good on that side. I'll probably flip it. Didn't I have a fork all ready for doing that?
I don't know.
I thought I grabbed a fork for doing that.
Scott
Right
says,
here.
do you and Val have anything else planned in the future?
Yeah, I think we got a couple more little food collabs coming up here soon, I hope.
Eli says, more cowbell.
More cowboy. What a great SNL skit. Loved it. Yep. So I'm just gonna squeeze my lemon here. Finish cooking this chicken. I'll get it diced up and ready to mix in the other stuff. The other stuff. Yes. So, what else is going on, folks? Don't leave me here in the dark. Even though I'm not really in the dark, but it's dark outside. I hate that.
Hey, Jamie and Beth, you guys should get some requests, and
Yeah, that's what we
we
need.
don't have any from you.
More requests, really, because it won't be long before I have to refill this board. And I don't know if we have enough requests written down to fill it again. So, if you guys want to request something, now would be a good time so that we can get it down and, for sure get up on the board next time around here.
Yep. Scott says, do you have a favorite SNL skit?
Oh, I've got a few of them. The exhaust freshener was a pretty funny one, where if you haven't seen it, Melanie, no, what was that other? Jane Curtin and Gene Wilder's wife. What was her name? Gilda Radner. Yes. She was down at the back end of the car at the exhaust pipe, breathing it in, and the other one had this can of exhaust freshener, spraying it into the carburetor. And it smells just like fresh cut lemons. Did you just get a request?
I did, from John.
For what?
Lasagna and garlic bread. I
Okay.
think Doug also requested lasagna.
Yeah, we don't, but we did lasagna,
Okay,
but
that's what I thought.
it's been done and it's off the board, so
Yep, going on the list.
going on the list. Yeah, just because it's been done once doesn't mean it can't be done again. All right, that chicken's looking good. Smells nice.
It does?
It does. I do want to kind of finish that by just a little pinch of sugar. That's it. Just a pinch. I want that chicken to be pretty well done. I don't think it's going to get hot enough on the inside from deep frying it, so I want to make sure that chicken's well done.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
chicken tartare.
Scott says, I'm a month into my job as a mailman and it's going great. Just found out the other offices will request help and that they will pay me to go to other states. So I see some of the country in the near future.
Oh,
Or
that's
in the
cool.
future.
That's awesome. That's way awesome. Gives you a chance to travel around a little bit. That's way cool. Absolutely.
Janice told Scott that she's a Star Trek fan, so the last voyage of the Enterprise is one of her favorites.
The last voyage of the Star Trek?
The last voyage of the Enterprise.
I want which. Is that the name of it? I've watched a lot of Star Trek too. The name doesn't sound familiar. All right, there's that half a cup of chicken stock.
The last voyage of the Enterprise.
The last, yeah, no, I haven't
That's the
seen
one
it.
that is in the paper.
Haven't seen it. I don't think I've ever heard of it. That's why I was questioning the name for sure. Okay.
Scott asked for caramel apples for dessert.
Caramel apples? Yeah, I could do that. Alright, let's get that lemon in
And
there.
John says, how about a seafood boil for a suggestion?
John, just gonna be real honest with you. When it comes to seafood, I'm probably gonna opt out just because of where we are. We're not anywhere near fresh seafood, and if I'm gonna eat seafood, for me it just got to be fresh. I don't like frozen or otherwise processed type fish. It's just one of those things. I can't even eat frozen shrimp anymore. I used to be able to eat them all the time, but they just, unless they're like really fresh, I don't like them. So
Janice told Scott it's a very old SNL skit. It had Chevy Chase and John Belushi in it. That should tell you how old it was.
oh yeah. There's lots and lots of really good SNL skits. Okay, so there's that chicken stock. And I'm just going to shake in a little bit cornstarch before we get it hot. And that'll thicken up a little bit. I don't want it like gravy, but I don't want it super watery either. And there's those chicken tenders, all tender and everything.
Eli says, I know you woodwork. Do you do any leather work?
I did, a couple of projects in the past, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Scott says, can you make apple fritters?
Sure.
And then he says, it's fresh frozen, LOL.
Fresh frozen, yeah.
And John says, what about chicken spaghetti casserole?
Chicken spaghetti casserole. Okay. Chicken biscotti. Get that sauce to thicken up a little bit. And again, I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to it to help kind of balance out that sour. A little more pepper. Some white and black. Come on. Oh yeah. That looks good. Just right. It's not super thick, but thick enough. Now, what do you think? Should I give it a taste?
Steve from Wyoming's here.
Steve from Wyoming, good evening. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Absolutely. Hope it's been a good one for you. I am making some lemon pepper chicken stuffed shells, deep fried, served with freshly made Alfredo sauce. So, and I'm at the cutting up the chicken part of this. Did I put my knife over here? I did. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this chicken into some.
Steve Russell says, can you do chicken Kiev?
Can I? I don't see why not. That's the thing. I will check into it and see. I've never made that before. some things that take a really long time, I probably couldn't do, but other than that, or if it's like super expensive, then I just.
John says homemade chicken and dumplings and bread pudding.
Okay. Chicken and dumplings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love bread pudding. Make a little buttered rum sauce to go on top. Outstanding. Okay.
Scott says he's having salad, turkey enchiladas, and red Spanish rice.
Wow. That sounds really good. I'm going to
From
take
Wyoming-
2 seconds.
Steve from Wyoming says sounds great.
You execute plan to reuse the bowl. So I have something to mix this in. Chicken chunks. You can see I chopped that up fairly coarse. I don't want like minced chicken in there. I want something that's still going to have a chew to it. Yeah.
Is your fryer plugged in?
No. I guess I will. See? Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy.
Welcome.
Make sure it's turned up, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's put some Parmesan in there.
Steve from Wyoming says turkey soup here. Go figure.
Hey, nothing wrong with a little turkey soup. Turkey a la king. Turkey sandwiches.
Yeah.
Toss that in. Now, I haven't added any salt for just for the fact that the Parmesan has a fair amount of salt to it.
Joshua's here.
Joshua, hey man, happy Thanksgiving weekend. Get this.
Eli says Chuck Norris is the only one who can do a wheelie on a unicycle.
That's creative. Ms. Old Guy, you want to try taste that?
Sure.
Lemon chicken with the Parmesan. I think
John King says or homemade goulash.
yeah, did goulash not too long ago. That was really tasty.
Yeah.
What do you think? How's that taste? Uh-oh. Am I in trouble?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
It took me a minute to eat it. Sorry. That's really good.
Awesome. So a little bit of sauce on there now.
Joshua says that they had deli sandwiches, chicken breast was the meat.
Alright, so I got my shells here. Somehow I figured they'd be bigger, but I figured we'll probably do like 3 apiece. Maybe I'll do a couple more than that. Just in case somebody's a little extra hungry.
Did you hear that?
No, well, kind of. Sorry, again.
Joshua had deli sandwiches, chicken breast was the meat.
Oh, okay. Like deli sandwiches. Is it like just a local, mom and pop type deli, or is it one of the, national deli chains? Just curious. I love the mom and pop shops.
Scott says, do you have a favorite holiday movie? Mine would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's one of my definite favorites. I also like Die Hard. That's another one of my favorite Christmas movies. Okay. I got him. This is where I neglected to have anything ready. It's only going to take a second. Got to get a breading station ready. That's okay.
Joshua says, no, we got it at Publix. It's a grocery store out there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've heard of Publix. All right.
John says, or stuffed bell peppers with baked potatoes.
Well, we can do the stuffed bell peppers with not a problem. Mrs. Little Guy will write it down.
You could do baked potatoes.
But yeah, she just cannot do potatoes. Baked, mashed, fried, you name it, she can't have it. Not regular potatoes, anyway. Sweet potatoes, yeah, but it's not the same thing. Okay.
Scott says, hee, Die Hard at Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. A lot of people don't see it that way, but I do. Oh.
Eli had a burger with glazed donut bun. Not too bad.
I've heard of those. Mrs. Old Guy, is there eggs in that little fridge next to you?
There is not.
No. Well, it's not the end of the world if I don't have an egg, but it'd be nice if I did. Oh, there they are.
Joshua says Die Hard is a good choice. I'd have to say I like Elf.
Elf? I've seen that, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ones that I like that I'll watch, like A Christmas Story, A Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen. There's a few of them, you know. Miracle on 42nd Street with Jimmy Stewart. That's an old one.
Scott says twice baked mashed potatoes are delicious.
What's in
Twice baked mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Love twice baked. Trying to mix this without making a mess here.
They're talking about Joshua's sandwich. Eli and Janice both said that they've heard they're really good. Josh says they have a good selection too.
Nice.
Scott says Elf is a good pick also.
Yeah, that's just, I've only seen it once, so.
Janice told Eli chicken sandwiches with the donut buns are better than the burgers.
Donut buns. You know, that's something I've just not tried yet. It just, I don't know. That kind of sweet and savory for me just doesn't seem like a good match, but I guess I'll have to try it before I can knock it right.
Joshua says, yeah, Dad loves the Santa Claus with Tim, and he loves the fried Claus.
The fried Claus?
Oh, loved Fred Claus.
Fred Claus. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've seen trailers for it, but I've not actually seen the movie.
Fred Claus? I don't think I've ever heard that.
I've seen, like I said, I've seen ads, but not the trailers, but not the actual movie.
He says it has Vince Vaughn in it.
Oh, wow.
Scott says, what's your favorite type of donut?
Raised donut is my favorite type. I do like regular cake donuts, but I love raised donuts.
Mine is a Boston cream.
Yeah, well, that's technically not a donut.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, donuts have the hole in the middle. And if you want to get into some pastries, like, you know, a Bismarck or something like that, where they put the cream on the inside. Or Long Johns, where they put, you know, either cream or jelly or something. Yeah, they don't call those donuts.
Eli says that new Vigilante Santa movie looks really interesting.
Vigilante Santa. I haven't seen ads for that one. I'll have to watch. I watched an old B-grade slasher Santa movie a few nights ago, where it was a deranged guy dressed as Santa, and he cutting people up with chainsaws and such. Pretty cheesy movie.
Scott says, I love custard-filled maple bar.
I like maple, but I don't like maple flavored things like a maple bar where it has the maple glaze on the top.
Joshua says, I like frosted chocolate. Mom and Dad love the Bavarian cream.
Mm-hmm.
Scott says old-fashioned donuts would be his favorite.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I grew up with. Old-fashioned cake donuts. That's what my mom always made. I made my own raised donuts, but yeah, that was something that Mom never did make. Just the cake donuts. Love them still, but if I had my choice, if I got one of each sitting in front of me, I'm going to take the raised donut almost every time.
Yep. Eli says it's called a violent night. It's Santa kicking butt, LOL.
A violent night. Nice. Okay. Funny.
We'll have to look for it.
Yeah. I just got regular plain old breadcrumbs. I thought about using panko, but I don't think I want that kind of crunch with it. I still want to be able to enjoy that pasta shell. I think if I get it too crunchy, then it'll kind of take away from that. So, just a theory.
Joshua says, old guy, have y'all seen Ernest Saves Christmas?
I
Love
did.
that movie.
I did see Ernest Saves Christmas. That was okay. It was all right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Christmas movies out there.
Yeah.
A whole slew of them, but some just come to the top more than others. So, like for me, that I think the one that I like the most, if I had to pick just one, I'd have to go A Christmas Story. There's just too many lines and little gags in there for me not to, well, boy, I don't know. See, now that I say that, I'm starting to think, well, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon was hilarious. With Cousin Eddie standing out there emptying out his his tank from his RV. I've actually seen they got, they have like the blow up Santa Clauses and snowmen and stuff you put in your yard, and I saw one that was just, the RV there and crappers full, and he's out there with his beer, and, emptying out his tank.
Eli says, you'll shoot your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out. I shot my eye out.
John says, how about Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
Don't think I know that one.
I don't think I do either.
That's new to me. That is absolutely new to me. We'll write it down, check it out. All right. I was just thinking I need to grab something out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to have to think about it again because my train of thought completely derailed. Now maybe I'll think of it, maybe I won't. At this point, it really doesn't matter. Dinner's going. I got the important stuff ready. Oh, shoot. You know what, Mrs. Old Guy? There's something that I didn't take into account.
What's that?
Oh, that's right. Never mind. My brain is like a soft sponge. It doesn't take much just to wring out what's in there.
Scott says, where are you going to put that? Where are you going to put a tree that big?
Yeah.
And Josh says, "Oh yeah, and the leg lamp in the window."
Yep.
Eli says, "I need a leg lamp in my life."
Hey, you can buy them, the full size lamps. They're not cheap, but you can get them. They're the one I looked at a year or so ago was around $150, $160. But it's in a full size replica of the one on the movie. So even with the little bottom part of the butt there.
John says, "Tom, how many ice cream buckets do you have now?"
How many ice cream buckets do I have right now? Probably 6 or 8. Used from everything from storing. We cook up the dog's extra protein, so chicken, things like that. We'll use the bucket to put some chicken in the fridge, or put barbecue rubs and
Yep.
breadcrumbs and stuff like that.
Steve Russell says, "I bought one for my dad last Christmas."
But one what?
A leg.
Oh,
Leg
leg lamp. Was it the full size one? Those are really cool.
Scott says, "I would buy a leg lamp and put it in the window for December. Would be a fun tradition to start."
It would. I would do that, but we live in such a small place that we'd probably be the only ones that see it. The window that we would be able to put it in, doesn't face the road. And we're right on the highway, so nobody would pay attention anyway. So, but I'd like to have one just because. And that's something I don't need, and if I don't need it, then I probably won't buy it. Sometimes having isn't such a pleasing thing as wanting. Spock said that on one of those episodes back in the day. Just waiting on these things to finish cooking. My oil's hot. I want to get them stuffed and breaded, and I'm going to give them several minutes just to sit there and let that breading stick real well. I don't want a blowout of my chicken. That wouldn't be fun. Getting close though. They are getting close. This is right here. Almost. What's going on there, Mrs. Old Guy?
Nothing.
Well, you disappeared.
I'm back.
Well, where did you go?
Oh, none of you.
What do you mean, none yet?
I just went in there for a minute, okay?
Jeez. Damages, Mrs. Old Guy. Please don't. No. Ah.
Joshua says, "Why not start one, Scott?" A leg lamp tradition.
Yeah, why not? It's not. I've heard a lot worse ideas.
Janice told John that she has an old guy autographed ice cream bucket.
She does. Be jealous. Be very jealous.
Eli says, I bet you can carve a leg lamp out of wood. Huh?
Wooden leg lamp. Oh! Just make it like a peg leg. Arr.
Scott says, "Do you ever make homemade ice cream?"
Sometimes. Last time we made homemade ice cream, it was cherry ice cream from the cherries in our yard. Cherry tree. So, yeah. Make it sometimes.
Jenna says it was a muck time. The Star Trek episode when he was supposed to get married to Tiefring.
Yeah. Spock amok. Yeah, there's Spock amok.
Janice says Mrs. Old Guy needs a little me time.
If she's not careful, she might get it. Have all the me time you want. It's getting warm in here. I think this pasta is done. Looks done.
Yay.
So I'll wiggle my eyebrows and pull out the drainer here. All right. Turn the burner off. I got a habit of leaving that stinking burner on.
Scott says, do the puppies snore?
What?
Scott asks, do the puppies snore?
If you actually mean the puppies, no.
Yeah,
If you
I
mean
haven't
our
heard
dogs, oh yeah, they snore.
Yeah, we haven't heard the puppies snore yet. But
Yeah,
the last bunch did.
yeah, they did. I haven't heard any of them snore this time. Doesn't mean they won't. Then again, I don't have my ear listening to them sleep all the time, so. Okay, shells are done. I'll let them cool down just a minute so I can handle them.
Scott says, you just said wiggling your eyebrows. Is that a Bewitched reference?
No, because she wiggled her nose. I don't know how she did it, you know. I remember her little daughter, Tabitha, would use her finger.
Eli says, a dinner suggestion is green chili, bacon cheeseburgers with seasoned curly fries and a float of your choice.
Write it on down. See, this is what we need. We need suggestions just like that. Okay. Let's start stuffing these shells. Come on. Open up a little bit. There we go. Oh, I think this is going to work really well.
John says, Tom, do you have mashed up cauliflower taste like mashed potatoes? Or do you know that?
Oh yeah, you know what mashed up cauliflower tastes like to me? Mashed up cauliflower. It doesn't taste a thing like mashed potatoes, at least not to me. Just like people say one thing or another will taste like chicken. Never tastes like chicken to me. You know what tastes like chicken to me? Chicken.
Eli says, oh, sorry, forgot about the potatoes. Tom can have them.
Yeah, I can eat them, but a lot of times it doesn't. Oh, yeah, come on. A lot of times it isn't really worth buying potatoes. Even if I buy just like one, I'm so used to not eating them now that I'll forget it's there. And it starts to grow before I realize it.
Dave Collier Camping is here. Very interesting, he says.
Dave Collier Camping. You know, I don't recognize the name. I think this must be your first time in Old Guy's Kitchen. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. I cook the food that people request. That's what I do on Saturday nights. Welcome. And thank you for hitting the sub. I appreciate that. I don't know if you've been watching other streams in the past or if this is your first one, but welcome. Making these chicken stuffed shells that I'm going to bread and deep fry and make an Alfredo to cover them with. So it's basically chicken Alfredo in a shell. And I have my chicken, some Parm cheese, and a chicken and lemon sauce in this chicken here. So that's kind of where that is. It's a lemon pepper chicken. We got one
So
more
Scott
shot.
says, have you tried fake meat yet?
Fake meat.
I haven't.
That is a yes. I tried the Impossible Whopper, and if I wanted a burger, I probably wouldn't order that. To me, it kind of tasted like drunk food, you know? You coming out of the bar, 2 in the morning, you're drunk, you don't care what it is. You could probably eat one of those and not notice it. But I didn't like it. It didn't even have the signature flame broil flavor that you would get with a Burger King burger. Now, I understand that they wouldn't put it through the machine that they use to cook the burgers, because then, you know, it's not really a vegetarian product anymore. But without that flavor, it just all right.
Eli said, hello, Dave. Congrats on retirement.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave Collier Camping says,
Oh.
sounds good. He said, thanks, Eli. He goes, that he's seen a few of your videos.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you coming in and checking out what I do here. Let's try and get these shells ready.
Scott says, too bad Mrs. Old Guy can't have potatoes. Baked potatoes with broccoli, cheese, and bacon is really easy meal. It takes like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not that she never ate them. It was just in the last 3 years or so that she discovered that she has problems with them. So
Yeah.
She had to stop eating potatoes, which was kind of hard to do because everything's got potato in it, or a lot of things.
Potato starch.
Potato
Potato
starch
flour.
or whatever. Yeah, potato flour. I even ran into a soda. I think it might have been a Jones. I forget the flavor. But it actually had potato starch in it.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. It's like a soda with starch. But it was the case.
Eli says, Dave made some shotgun shells in one of his videos. I need to make some.
Yeah, shotgun shells. They sound delicious. I need to make some too.
He said they turned out awesome. Dave did.
I bet they were. If they're anywhere near as good as the buffalo turds I made. I love these names that they come up with. Shotgun shells, buffalo turds.
Scott says, one subscriber closer to the oyster sausage chocolate.
Woohoo! Hey, you know, I knew I had to do something to celebrate that, you know, that 1,000 when that time comes. And I can't do the hot. I can't do it. So this is, I think, kind of like the next best. Just do something that's absolutely revolting. I'm sure that people want to watch.
Dave Collier says the names are awesome.
They are. Crazy food. Now, what are you eating? You know, just like the SOS.
Yep.
The nicer way to say it is snot on the shingle. If you're being PG. Okay. I think those shells are pretty well packed. hoping that they don't open up. That's my biggest fear, that I spill the filling into my fryer. Not only will it ruin the dinner, but it'll jack up my fryer contents. So we'll give this another little whisk.
Scott says, would Chum eat an oyster?
Chumley? I don't know. I know if it smelled good enough to him, I'm sure he would.
He eats salmon once in a while.
Yep. He does. Now that you mention it. Okay.
Eli says, I'm going to figure out a new recipe I can name Dingleberry Drops.
Hey, might as well. I came up with a dookie pie. If I can make dookie pie, you can make, what was it?
Dingleberry
drops, yeah. You know what that sounds like to me? Kind of like a coconut and peanut cluster. Small ones.
Eli asked Dave what was for dinner, so let's wait and see what he says.
Yeah. That's something I like to do, Dave, is ask what everyone had for dinner. And I did neglect to ask you.
He said we had beef and broccoli. Yum.
Yeah, that sounds good. I went to, and I'll get the video done a little bit later. Mrs. Old Guy and I went to a local barbecue place that serves a French dip, a brisket French dip, and it's real good. Did a little review on that. Love my beef.
Scott says raw or cooked salmon is probably really good for a dog.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Absolutely. All right, I want to make sure that I get this coated really well. A little bit more right there. I don't want these ends to blow out. I hate when my end blows out. What happened to him? Oh, his end blew out. Okay. Starting to hear puppies cry.
Yep.
About time for them to be eaten.
It is.
Uh-huh. That's a hungry puppy cry. I might have to take a minute and get the puppy's tray filled. Give it to Mrs. Old Guy. All right.
That might be a puppy getting chewed on by the other one.
True that. They do have a habit of biting and chewing on each other. All right, let's see if I can close this off a little bit better. That looks good. Let that sit.
There's only one puppy awake. And he's chewing on the door jam.
That's because it's sweet. It's a door jam. Ah! Okay, that was really dumb. Let's get these finished rolled up here and into a fryer. Get a sauce made. I'm sure there's at least a fair share of you that have had fried ravioli. And they give you a little marinara or something to dip it in. So I didn't think this would be too far off of that. You know, as far as the filling is a little different, but still the same kind of principle here.
Scott says his friend makes a brisket, and I thought it was like a roast. So he smothered it in ketchup, and they were mortified. LOL, but that's the way I eat it.
What did you do?
And Dave says, this looks awesome. I had to use toothpicks to keep the shotgun shells from opening.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's a different thing.
And bacon to help also.
Yeah. That's the thing about doing things with bacon, as I found out like last weekend. well, it wasn't my first time around the block, but using bacon to make things or wrap things with, it always shrinks up so much that it, unless you really plan for that, sometimes it just doesn't work out as good as you hope it is, or you hope it will.
Scott said it never had fried ravioli.
Really?
Dave says that sounds good.
Yeah, a lot of places have, well, at least in this part of the country, have a fried ravioli. Most of the time it's a kind of a bar snack kind of thing. I wouldn't expect that you would see it really too much at an Italian restaurant. You might, but it's more of a bar food kind of thing, like fried pickles. A little more breadcrumb there.
John says, how about corned beef cabbage for a suggestion?
Sure, write it on down.
And Dave says, how true.
All right, one more, and then I will just let them sit. Definitely want this breading to have time to kind of just sit there and give this everything a chance to really adhere. I don't want this to blow out. Because the shell is so open. It's not like the raviolis that are completely sealed in. They don't leak anything. These, on the other hand, are kind of like turtles. They got a soft underbelly. Well, I guess turtles don't really have a soft underbelly.
Steve Russell says, favorite candy and favorite hot dog company.
Well, boy, I don't know. Favorite candy? That's really difficult to say. I like a lot of different candies, so there's some that I like more than others. Reese's comes up. Same thing with Mounds and Almond Joy. Well, I like the Pearson salted nut rolls, payday bars. I don't have a favorite. I like them all.
Scott says, what chore did you hate doing as a kid?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What chore did you hate doing as a kid?
All of them.
Dave says, box and Nathan's.
Cleaning my room, I suppose, is the proper answer to that. And what's that? What did you say?
Dave said Brock's and Nathan's.
Oh, as far as
Candy and hot dogs.
Brands of hot dogs. Unfortunately, I don't know where the hot dog came from. The one I've had that I like the most ever. I think it may have come from maybe Malone, New York, from a butcher shop there where they make their own. My mom was from back east and had sent some ahead and gave some to me. They were by far the best hot dogs I've ever had. But I don't know where it is that what particular butcher shop she went to. So unfortunately, I'll doubt if I'll ever be able to have them again.
Eli says, have you ever deep fried a Butterfinger?
Sure. Yeah, deep fried Butterfingers, Snickers, Almond Joys, peanut butter cups, Twinkies.
Scott says he likes Twix, Reese's, and M&M's.
I like them all. Yep, I'll eat them. That's the problem.
Dave says no on the Butterfinger, but yes on a Twinkie.
Let's see. I made some. What was that Twinkies I made not too long ago? Were they blueberry?
Yeah.
Made some
so.
Twinkies. There's a video down below. I don't remember. I think they were blueberry. Man, it was good. Okay, got a Lots of
Janice
parm.
said that she's had a lot of deep fried candy bars, including Butterfingers.
Yep. Okay. I think I got a basket here.
Dave says so many favorites. Virginia here.
Ugh. Sorry guys, I gotta disappear. I didn't plan it in enough crash to pull out my fryer basket. 'Cause it's just about time to go ahead and get these frying and get the sauce made. Okay. Pull this out a little bit. And it is the return of the fabulous, fantastic Farberware fryer. Let's turn on some heat. I'm just going to use the pan that I cooked the chicken in. Let's make some sauce. Off for 1 second, I want to get my garlic.
Eli says, whenever I hear Twinkies, I think of Zombieland.
Zombieland. I don't think I've seen it. Must be a movie.
Yep.
Okay.
Dave says Twinkies will last forever.
You know, they say that, but, you know, I don't think they would. Alright, let's get this going here.
Janice told Scott, Snickers hold up the best when fried. Butterfingers are okay. Milky Way and the Three Musketeers get too soft.
They can, if you make sure they're frozen solid before you fry them, it's a little less of a mess. But yeah, they get too soft and they'll break apart before you can get them out of the fryer. Okay, let's get the cream hot. Let it start going. I'm going to put in just a dab of the garlic. Just a little bit. We're getting to the good part here because we're going to be ready to eat soon.
Yay.
Yay. A couple of forks for the bowl. We got barking puppies. Now, do you want me to fill their dish?
It's only one awake.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's only one awake, then that's all right. Want to let that come to a boil. Not a hard rocking boil, but a boil. And then I'll start adding the cheese. Let that reduce a little now. Oh, hi, buddy. Come here. What's the matter, huh? What's the matter? You want to go say hi to the people? Want to go say hi? Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. 6 weeks old. Well, they will be on Tuesday. Cute little guy. Got that spot on his ear.
Eli says Zombieland is a zombie movie with Woody Harrelson. He's on a never-ending search for Twinkies. LOL.
Okay. Don't watch a lot of zombie movies.
Jenna says so cute.
They are.
Is that your baby, Chum Chum?
Today was the first day he got to get up close with these babies, but unfortunately
It's okay, baby.
we tried to let him out in the house a little bit.
John says very cute.
It was very difficult.
Probably don't do that.
We just don't have enough room really for them to roam around the house, and for mom and dad, it just kind of unfortunate timing.
Oh, let go away.
But I guess fortunate in another way because they will be ready to go to new homes the week of Christmas. So hopefully,
Silly girl.
we've got some folk that'll want to have a new little puppy for Christmas. We will see. Alright, come on.
He's just hanging out here, checking it out.
Yeah, as long as he's just hanging out and being cool. I guess he just didn't want to be left alone. He's just hanging out. Well, that's good. I'm gonna rinse off my hands.
Eli says it's more of a comedy zombie movie.
Okay. I'll check it out. The last comedy type zombie movie I watched was Shaun of the Dead. It was okay.
Sure, kid. What are you doing, buddy?
All right, now we're starting to see a little bit of action on that cream. Good. All right, let's start loading these up. Look like they've sealed up pretty well. Looking good. Here we go. Okay, there's that sauce. All right, let's get the parm in here.
This little guy said that he wants to try some of your shells.
He does?
Yeah.
No. He can't have any.
What did you do with that? He said no. Look now.
Turn that heat down a little bit.
He said you could have
And I'm going to let that reduce a little bit more. And already, you can just smell that parm in there and it's starting to get thick, looking beautiful. Simple, easy Alfredo sauce. Cream, a little bit of fresh garlic, and a handful of grated parm. These are holding together beautifully.
I got that wrote down, John.
That looks so good.
He requested pork chops and bacon wrapped asparagus.
Yum. Do that. These are looking absolutely beautiful right now. They look really good. The sauce. Sauce is going to be ready in just a minute. Things are looking great.
Eli says, oh gee, I think we have the same fryer.
A little more parm. Save a little bit for a garnish.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
Eli says that he thinks that you guys have the same fryer.
You have a fabulous, fantastic Farberware fryer?
Steve says bacon wrapped asparagus is in his top 5 because John requested pork chops and bacon wrapped asparagus.
These shells look great. Here, let me bring this up here. Look at that. Golden brown. They didn't lose any of the filling. So I'm gonna do 3 each on these. The exciting part, when we get to try it. Okay. Oh yeah, that sauce is just amazing. Let's give it a.
John asked if we like stuffed mushrooms.
Not so much.
Not a big mushroom person.
They're okay.
Scott says looks great.
All right, let's get some sauce on there. The sauce will definitely get thickened up as it starts to cool. And finish that off with just a little bit of fresh.
Scott says, how many does Chum and Polly get?
they're gonna get like nothing. Okay, I'll show you guys the finished thing here. So that's stuffed chicken shell Alfredo. It's fried, deep fried. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing?
Looks good.
I'm going to give you a little more sauce. I think you're going to want it.
Okay.
I'll put a more, right?
Thank
kind
you.
of float you some in there. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I'll do the same. A little more sauce on there.
We'll get none.
Okay.
He's being so chilled, lady.
Pinch of the cheese. Woohoo! My favorite part. When we get to sit down and have some food. This is the best part. Right here. Now let's see how my idea of using lemon chicken and deep frying it in the shell and then serving it with this Alfredo.
Eli says, how many eggs do you use? Do you de-yolk for the breading? How many eggs do you de-yolk for the breading?
None.
Scott says, great presentation.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm. That's just how I had hoped the pasta has that just a little bit of crunch, has a nice chew to it, and the chicken, it's juicy. Mmm.
Silly boy, I'm not for chewing on.
You get the citrus from that lemon, but it's not at all overpowering. Wow. Now this is a dish that I would have served in my restaurant.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. This is really excellent. Yeah, that Alfredo is just delicious.
Scott says, so glad I was able to make the stream. It always makes my week. I was bummed last week that he missed it.
Well, I understand that, other things happen, I'm just glad you were out. Just glad you were able to make it this weekend.
Thank you. Eli says, have you thought about an OG's live stream cooking cookbook?
OG's live stream what?
Cooking cookbook.
Cooking cookbook?
Live stream cooking cookbook. A cookbook of what you make on your live streams.
Oh, I see. No, I haven't thought about that. It's not a horrible idea. But then again, that sounds like a lot of work. Some of these variations that I've done on stuff has been exceptional. This is one of them. This is really a very tasty way to have a tasty twist on both the stuffed shell and a lemon pepper chicken. Serving it with this Alfredo sauce, it is amazing. They go together so well. That's so good. I'm going to chow this down with no problem. But I will have to leave a little bit of room for some fudge.
Yep. Chumley.
It is so good. Oh, I haven't spun yet.
Mm. Come on.
Let me take a break here. Long enough to do that. All right. We don't have many spaces left. There's one here from Natalie, and it got smudged. I can't read it, and we can't find it in our notebook. So if I land on it, Natalie, if you're still here, I might have to have you
Yep, and I'll look again and see if I can
see if
find
you can
it.
come up with something off the cuff, or we will look and see if we can find it. Here we go.
That's
Hey, what do you know? Got it right away. Another one from Sean. Vodka pasta. Yum. I like vodka pasta too. And that'll be a good one to make some pasta. So a week after next. Well, wait a minute. That would be the weekend of the 17th, I believe, and I will not be having a live stream on Saturday the 17th. We're having our community picnic, community Christmas party, and so I won't have a stream that week. So I guess that'll be
And the next week.
the next week is
doing a-
Christmas Eve,
Yep.
and we'll just be having fun.
So it'll be a couple weeks, few weeks.
So I'll be a couple weeks out. New Year's Eve is going to also be Saturday night, so we'll have to come up with some fun ideas for that one. I doubt if I go till midnight. Holy smokes, this is good.
Scott says, this in your top 5 favorite meals?
It's close. It's close. This is one of the best ones out of the ones since we've been doing this.
Yep. Scott says, ooh, I love vodka pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Ross, R-O-S apostrophe S' brand pasta sauce makes a great one.
Uh-huh. I've seen the commercial vodka pastas in the store. Haven't ever bought one yet, but
Eli says, today is perfect timing. The live stream ends right when my team tips off.
right when his team tips off.
Yep.
Aha. Well, it's a tipsy-turvy world. All right.
Jambalaya?
Jambalaya. Oh, that's not a bad request because it can be made a bunch of different ways. I'm gonna get this last shell down.
John says that he will be sending you an email soon with the information on the investigation.
Cool. Yeah, the sooner the better, John. Especially if it's coming up here in December. This old guy and I would have to make plans to either have someone come by and watch our puppies or whatever. So
He fell asleep on my lap.
did he? All right. Well, folks, if you ever want to try Something a little different, but really good. Try this. It is amazing.
Scott says, are any of the puppies as big as Brutus?
Well, I won't know that till they get as old as Brutus was at the 10-week mark. That's when we, got his weight before he went to his new home. And so that's what we'll have to judge these other ones by as far as biggest. Aw. She's got a little puppy sound asleep. It's cute. Okay.
Guess I should go put him back so I can grab fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, little guy. You scared him.
Yep, that was a really good Alfredo right there. I really can't think of anything that would have made that much better. Maybe a side salad or, something else to go with it. But as far as the dish itself, that was really good. I'm glad I made it that way. Okay, fudge. Fudge. Did it sit up? Looks like it's set up okay. I guess we'll see here. Not too bad. This banana one, what happened here? Did you set that on an angle, Mrs.
It
Ogay?
must have slipped. Sorry. I set it on that freezer out there.
Oh, we've got some that's paper thin.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
It's all right. I guess.
Eli says we have a Chinese Mexican place out here. You can have some fried rice with your enchiladas or any Chinese Mexican combo plate you want.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Look what you did to my banana
I'm
fudge.
sorry. Next time you can.
Oh, okay. That's how you're going to be. Okay.
John says, Tom, eat some fudge for me.
Well, I'm going to try this banana fudge here real quick. Yeah. Nice little cube. Doesn't smell much like banana. Doesn't have much of an aroma at all. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. That is really good. Oh man.
Steve Russell says, ham or turkey?
Ham.
Mm-hmm.
This okay? You want one of these?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Wow. Banana fudge is delicious. I'll be making that again, I'm sure. Cut this chocolate fudge. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Eli says, would pistachios in that banana one be good?
Probably. If my philosophy on that is, if you like those things, then absolutely it would be good in there. I don't care for fudge that's got walnuts or pecans. I would like it though better if it had either macadamia or peanuts in it. So, or just none at all, which is what it has. No nuts at all. There you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
John says brisket or chicken.
I can't make that choice. It depends on the day. You know, today, like I said, it was brisket. I had that French dip brisket sandwich. Review coming out. Huh. Simple, easy fudge. It's got the right texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not at all grainy. Just smooth, creamy chocolate. Yummy. All right, well, we're just about ready to wrap this one up. Oh, I guess we are. But as always, I like to give y'all a little time to, if you have any last minute questions or suggestions or comments that you want to make, this would be a great time to do that. As always, I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate my new subs. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Mrs. Old Guy and I really look forward to doing these Saturday cooking events, just not only because it's fun to do, but it also gives us that variety of food that we might not normally try. So I do appreciate it. It helps me kind of come up with new ideas too, like this Shell's dinner tonight. A while back I may not have thought to do it that way. So it's just another fun way to kind of explore some of the things that I can do. So I appreciate that a whole bunch. We're waiting to see what's going on over here.
Polly's chasing the cat.
Oh, Polly's chasing the cat. There's something new.
Scott says, great stream, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy. Hope you have a great week. Hope I can make next week.
We hope you can too.
And Eli says, have you tried Wendy's pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger? I think it comes with beer cheese on the side.
I've heard about it. I haven't tried it yet. And I just might do that. Mrs. Old Guy, I'm going to have you do me a favor. Bring up the calendar there. And just look to see. Next week is the 3rd of December, right?
Yeah.
And then the next week would be
the 10th.
The 10th. Okay, so we will have the stream on the 10th, but not on the 17th.
Or the 24th.
Or the 24th. Well, no.
Well, we will
be
on
the
the
24th.
Yep.
Yeah, don't get me confused.
Sorry.
Jeez. So we will be here next week and the 10th, and then
the 24th.
The 24th, right? The weekend of the 17th. Yeah, I don't know. We might jump it a day, but maybe not. We'll see.
Steve says, good stream. Hope you guys have a good one.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Again, folks, this is a highlight of our week. So thanks for coming in. And I'm going to ask you to give back to your community, okay? Go out into your neighborhood, help out somebody. If you got snow, shovel some walks for them. If you don't got snow, you got leaves, leave some rake some leaves for somebody. Just give a helping hand somehow in your community. That's what I'm going to say on that. You guys have a great week. Thanks for coming and hanging out with Old Guy. I'll see you next Saturday night. Bye, everybody. Well, how was that?